Yes.
Right, great. So let's start with a feature called locks in Azure. Right? Understand one thing, guys. But by the way, it's a small topic, but important topic. They do ask sometimes. Even if they don't ask, you have to use it when they ask about your experience, that what have you done, any experience where you were stuck. So you can use these services proactively because this is very small service, right? So what is locks? One thing, lock is an uh, it's an extra service, I would call. It is not overriding anything. It is not overriding your rights of owner or contributor. It is not doing that. It is an extra service. It is an extra layer of security. Now, why do we use it? We use it to prevent the accidental deletion. Please understand the word called accidental deletion. Okay. It is not overriding your rights. Understand that thing also. Next thing, where can we apply them? Now I am on virtual machine. I can apply that on virtual machine. Let me go to a disk. I can apply that on a disk. Let me go to a resource group. I can apply that to a resource group also. So it can be applied on any resource group, or it can be applied on any resource. Can you see it is at the resource group level? Let's go to subscription and see if we have logs here. If I go to subscription and if I go to settings, subscription level, we don't see it. Okay. Okay, it is here at subscription level also. So we can assign it to subscription, we can assign it to resource group, we can assign it to resources. Is that point clear to everyone? The scope of log, where can we assign it, guys? We can assign it
Yes.
to subscription, we can assign it to resource group, and we can assign it to resources as well. What is the hierarchy again? Same, like we have our IAM hierarchy, RBAC hierarchy. If you have a lock at subscription level, right, that will uh, get implied or that will get applicable to all your resources. If you have something at resource group level, it will get applicable to all resources within that resource group. If it is specifically on some particular resource, then it gets applied to only that particular resource. So now this is about logs. This is about the scope of logs. Now let's see what is it. What is log? So log, it is a feature which we use to prevent the accidental deletion. For example, I've created this machine now. Okay, I've created a temporary resource group. I'm done. I have given it to user. They have checked. Everything is done. Now they say that we are happy, and we don't think so. We are going to make any changes to this machine in coming 6 months. No changes, nothing at all. It looks perfect. We are simply going to work. We don't want to shut it down. We don't want to do anything. Simple as it is. But please make sure, because this is very common name. We have multiple machine with this name, UTK-MKT VM T006 से लेकर 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9 10 इस तरह के बहुत सारे machines हैं. So the client is concerned that please make sure that you do not touch this machine even by mistake. Don't turn it off. Let's say you have a request to turn off the machine number 16 and by mistake you're turning off the machine number 6. So don't do that. This is what they are afraid of. So to prevent such kind of thing, that I don't delete it, or I don't turn off the machine, or if it's turned off, I don't turn on the machine. किसी भी reason से, if I want to just hold or freeze the current status of the machine or that resource, I can use lock. Now, in this particular resource group, I want everything as it is, and I do not want to change. I do not wish to change anything for upcoming 6 months, and I want to have something which will prevent the accidental deletion or accidental change. So I can come here to the resource group, go to logs, and add a lock. Now, there are two types of lock. One, what have I told you? what I want, that I don't want you to even turn on or turn off the machine. कुछ भी change नहीं होना चाहिए machine पे. Forget turn off, turn on, change size, tags वगैरह, कोई भी zero changes I want on the machine. So what kind of lock can I use here, guys? What do you think? Just by
Delete
reading the
lock.
name?
Read only.
Yes, read only. If you use delete, it will prevent the deleting of the resource. No one will be able to delete the resource. But will you be able to change the resource? Can I change the tags if I use delete? Yes, I can. Can I turn off the machine? Yes, I can. Can I turn on the machine? Yes, I can. If only thing which I can't do, it's delete the machine or delete anything from this resource group. For this particular example, we are putting a lock on the resource group. So I won't be able to change anything, uh, delete anything, turn on the machine, nothing if I'm using read only lock. So let's go ahead and check read only and lock name. It could be anything. As of now, I'm just giving you RO. Notes as per client request, change number this or email this. We are putting a lock called read only. Click OK. Okay, now lock has been applied. Now, if I close this, this is the machine we were talking about. If I go here, I've put a lock on the resource group. Let's go and check if the machine gets that lock. If I go to, can you see, guys? Where did I put that lock? On the resource group. And now where am I? I am on virtual machine. But on the virtual machine also it shows that there's a lock called RO. The type is read only. And here it says the parent resource locks can't be edited from here. So even if I want to remove that lock, I can't do it from here. Okay. Now, first thing, let's go ahead and try to delete these machines or this machine and related resources. So I click on delete, click apply, click delete. And now I'm logged into this subscription to this resource group as an owner. Being an owner, even I can't delete it. Can you see? I used delete button and it gave me an error message. And the error message is very clear. Please do not simply just start copy pasting the error message in the group, guys. Start reading the error messages. Not only in the group, in live environment also. Don't simply just escalate it to next level of engineer or Microsoft. At least read it. The error message gives you plenty of information, which will help you to troubleshoot, right? So what does it say? The scope subscription under the resource group and temp. Here it is, I'm reading. Okay. This one, RG UT-Kloud, it has given the name, cannot perform the delete operation because following scopes like subscriptions, वो सारी फिर से details दी है, इसका इस पे क्या लगा है? These are locked, right? So now you know that these are locked. यहाँ पर ये दे भी दिया है कि क्या करना है आपको. Please remove the lock and try again. So wherever you get some error message, please read it thoroughly instead of just escalating it immediately. In training, raising it to our group. In live production, raising it to Microsoft or your next level of engineer. Before that, read and try to understand. Right? So यहाँ पर clearly बता दिया that why I'm not able to delete it. Why? Because there is a lock. Now, if I want to delete it, what do I have to do? Simply, I have to go to logs and delete that lock. Right? Before that, let's check if I can make some changes. अभी तो मैंने delete try कर लिया, right? Forget, I don't want to delete. Let's stop the machine. Look at this again. I will not be able to stop the machine. Why? Because it has a read-only lock. If it had a delete lock, then मैं बाकी सब कर पाता, बस उसको delete नहीं कर पाता. But now we have a read-only lock, so I can't do anything. I can't change anything. I can't even turn off the machine. Got it? Now let's go to logs and again I am on a virtual machine, but where did I assign this lock, guys? ये lock कहाँ पर लगाया है हमने? इसी
Resource group.
resource group.
Resource
So
Resource
group.
let's
group.
go to that resource group, because if I want to make any changes to that lock, I'll have to go to the parent scope, parent resource. So here it is. I come here and I delete this lock. Now I'm free to delete machines, to turn off machine, or do anything or whatever I want. Let's check. ठीक है, मैंने डिलीट इसको निकाल दिया. अगेन नाउ आई विल गो. आई सी दिस मशीन. लेट्स स्टॉप दिस मशीन. Look at this. Now it is stopping the machine. Remember the definition so you will not come up with confusing questions like being an owner, can I do that? Why can't he do that? Being an owner. This is not changing your permission. ठीक है. लॉक लगा भी कौन सकता है? Someone who has owner access. No reader can come and put a lock on your resource group. No reader can come and remove a lock from. Reader वैसे भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता, वो ऐसे भी निकाल भी नहीं पाएगा. ठीक है. But an owner, yes, he can come and remove the lock. So the lock is not a permanent solution, or it is not. It has nothing to do with your access level. Don't ask this question, or don't this question confuse you that what is the benefit if I remove it, I can remove it, मैं तो निकाल कर delete कर दूंगा. Yes, you can delete it. It is not related to access. The sole purpose is to prevent the accidental deletion. If someone goes there and removes the lock, then deletes the machine, will you call it as an accidental deletion? Normally, if I ask you to delete a machine, मैंने आपको बोल दिया कि यार एक मशीन डिलीट कर दो, ये वाला 6, आपने 6 की जगह मे बी लेट्स से इट वाज 7, 7 को कलेक्ट सेलेक्ट करके डिलीट क्लिक कर दिया. दिस कैन बी एन एक्सीडेंटल डिलीशन. आई एग्री. बट इफ आई हैव पुट अ लॉक हियर, you tried to delete it, वो नहीं हो रहा, you went there and you removed the lock and then you deleted the machine. Later when I asked you, then you say sorry boss, it was an accidental deletion. Do you think it is an accidental deletion? Can you categorize this as an accidental deletion? When you deliberately
No.
go and remove the lock, then you can't call it as an accidental deletion. So the sole purpose of this is accidental, to avoid accidental deletion or accidental change. So now we saw the read only. Now let's have a look at the delete lock. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a delete lock on this resource group. I go to logs, click add. Again, I'm putting it on the resource group, and this time I'm putting delete this one, delete lock. Okay, and just because I'm writing the name as delete, it doesn't make delete. मैं delete नाम लिखकर अगर मैंने type read only select कर लिया तो it will be a read only. Okay, so don't get confused. इस नाम का कुछ नहीं है. I can type anything. Where are you selecting? It's this type. If you select read only, then the resource group becomes read only. You can't turn on the machine, turn off the machine, anything. और read only में delete implied है, by default आ जाता है. I hope this is clear to your mind, right? Read only का मतलब ये नहीं है that I can't turn off the machine but I can delete it. No. Read only में delete implied है. Delete is smallest feature of that. एक छोटा सा फीचर है. आप कुछ एडिट नहीं कर सकते हो, कोई चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो, सिमिलरली आप डिलीट भी नहीं कर सकते हो. सो रीड ओनली हैज द हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी. बट आई एम सेइंग कि ठीक है, आई वांट हिम टू टर्न ऑफ द मशीन, टर्न ऑन द मशीन, वो सब करते रहे, इट्स ओके, बट दे शुड नॉट डिलीट द मशीन. हेंस आई कैन स्पेसिफिकली यूज डिलीट. क्लिक ओके. नाउ लेट्स गो टू दिस मशीन. Machine is off. First let's try deleting the machine. I have put the delete lock, so it should not allow me to delete it. I hope the lock has worked properly, otherwise it will get deleted. Or not, we should see the error message. Let's see. Can you see? It failed. Again, the reason is it has lock. But what kind of lock it is? It's a read-only lock. What do you think? Sorry, it's a delete lock. So what do you think? Will I be able to turn on the machine or not? Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
you
Yes,
will
you
be.
can.
So
Yes.
let's give it a try. I'm turning on the machine. Let's see. And if I'm not getting any error, most likely it will start. In fact, it has started. Can you see the machine is in running mode? So that's all, guys. That's all we had in lock. इतना ही है lock का topic. Hardly took 15 minutes. If you guys have any questions, do ask. If not, let me know. Now the next build sheet which I'm going to give you, obviously I will put one more parameter, which is lock. I may give you a read-only lock. I can ask you to put a delete lock. I'll give you the scope also. I can ask you to put a delete lock on resource level group and a read-only lock maybe on machine. We can have that also. Got it? So no one will be able to delete anything from the resource group. And on a particular this one, this is read only. So no one will be able to change the states also, running status also. Can give you that kind of task also. You just guys have to read it carefully and then make sure where are you applying the lock. I told you always to keep an eye at the top left hand corner. It shows you where are you. You are on home, virtual machines, and this virtual machine. So now you are at the virtual machine level here, right? You are at the virtual machine level. Here it is. You are on this virtual machine. So if you are clicking on lock, now you're putting a lock on the virtual machine. Now this lock, it's not at the virtual machine level. This is inheriting from the top. Delete. So no one should be able to delete it. But people are still able to turn on my machine. I want कि no one should be able to turn on or off my machine. वो भी नहीं करना चाहिए. So I'm putting a read-only lock on my machine level. Look at this. Read-only lock on my machine level and delete lock on my resource group. So now guys, if I tell you, look at this very carefully, read the screen very carefully, capture a picture, a snapshot or whatever if you want. I'm going to ask you one question. Again, when I ask you to share a snapshot, please share a snapshot of machines log or whichever resource I'm giving you. Don't share me the resource groups log screenshot. Okay. Now, if I go to this one and I'm saying I want to delete this public IP. By the way, till the time this public IP is connected to a machine, you can't delete it, irrespective of the lock. Let's say कि lock का कोई concept ही नहीं है Azure, but still जो machine से connected है, you can't delete it. Similarly, जैसा disk machine से connect होता है तो आपका you can't delete it, right? आप उसको delete नहीं कर सकते हो. तो public IP को भी disassociate करना पड़ता है, detach करना पड़ता है, like you do it for your disk. But imagine that this has been disassociated from the machine. ठीक है, इसको machine से मैंने निकाल दिया. Okay, let me disassociate. Now, the question is, and this is the lock state. Now this is not related to any machine. Now my machine is without public IP. This public IP is just lying without any machine. I told you guys also that you are leaving some public IPs, which you should not be doing. As of now, for practice, we have done that. Okay, and this is the lock status. Now my question is, let me, okay, I hope this is visible to you, right? Now the question is, guys, can I go ahead and delete this NSG, Network Security Group? Okay, don't consider that fact whether it is connected to machine or not. We are ignoring that fact now, as of now. Let's say सब कुछ independent है और from that perspective everything can be deleted. No dependency is there. Okay, answer the question only basis of the lock. Lock के basis पे आपको answer करना है. Forget कि वो machine
We
से
can't
connected
delete.
है या नहीं है. So my question is, can I delete this NSG? This one. Can I delete it?
No, we can't.
No.
And why not? What is stopping me?
Both the logs have the same kind of restrictions. I mean, from resource group level also, the delete log type is applied, so it will be, cascaded to the downwards hierarchy to the resource, which prohibits deletion of anything. And on machine level as well, we have read-only logs, so we
That's
can't.
okay. No, your answer is correct, but till this NSG only. You didn't even have to discuss machine level. Why? Because I'm not talking about the machine. ठीक है? I'm talking about the NSG. तो यहाँ तक जो आपने
Yeah.
resource group का logic लगा दिया ना, वही same था. Don't unnecessary
Okay.
add anything. It shows कि आप यार concept थोड़ा सा clear नहीं है, ऐसा है क्या? It gives that feeling to the interviewer that when I'm talking
Okay.
about this resource, इस पे कौन सा लॉक अप्लाई हो रहा है? NSG पे कौन सा लॉक अप्लाई हो रहा है?
Delete.
Why am I not able to delete this NSG, guys? कौन सा लॉक अप्लाई होता है इस पे?
Delete lock.
Delete wire, right? So you don't even talk about the read-only lock. Read-only lock is very specific to machine. It will only come to picture when it is there, when we talk about the machine. Simple. Next, this disk. Can I increase the size of the disk? Let's imagine machine is shut down. We are not considering that factor. Can I increase the size of the disk?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Are you guys getting it clearly? Okay, so you are saying that I can increase it. By the way, decrease is still not possible. Okay, I hope you remember that. So let's go ahead and check if I can increase the size. I'm under disk,
It has
under
read-only lock,
disk
so we
size.
can't change anything.
Sorry.
It has read-only lock, so we cannot change anything in it.
No, we can. Let's see. Okay. Now we are not able to do it because machine is running, but it is not about lock. Let me show you the image again. Let's have a look closely. What has read-only lock? Can you guys see this screenshot clearly? Is it visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible. The read-only lock is applied only on
Yes.
VM.
Yes. So
Other
read-only lock,
resources.
it is not on the resource group. Zareen, look at this. Read-only lock,
Yeah.
it is only for the machine, and this disk is not a machine. Machine is just this machine. Can I,
Another issue.
yeah, can I resize this machine? I'm saying कि यार ये जो है ना size, बहुत ही छोटा size. I want to resize the machine. I think by the way we haven't resized the machine yet, right? Can we resize the machine here? Let me come to this machine and tell me, can I resize the machine?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Sorry, yes, no? What was that, Vishnu?
You
Yes.
can't.
No.
No, we can't.
No.
Why?
No.
Two logic. First thing, to resize the machine, your machine should be turned off. Can I turn off the machine?
No.
No, it has
No, it has
read-only lock.
read-only.
No,
चलो
it's a read-only
imagine
lock.
करते हैं कि turned off machine पे read-only lock लगा है. Can I change the size then?
No.
Still not possible. Still
Still not.
read-only.
Because read-only
It's a
मतलब
read-only.
straight away read-only guys. You can't do anything. जिस मशीन को आपको टर्न ऑन करने की परमिशन नहीं है लॉक की वजह से, सो व्हाट मेक्स यू थिंक दैट यू कैन चेंज द साइज ऑफ द मशीन? इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन गाइस?
Yes.
सो रीड ओनली मींस कांट डू एनीथिंग, नथिंग एट ऑल, नो चेंज, नथिंग. कोई टैग भी नहीं लगा सकते हो, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, ना निकाल सकते हो, ना लगा सकते हो, ना साइज चेंज कर सकते हो, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. एंड डिलीट, डिलीट नहीं कर सकते हो. रिमेनिंग एवरीथिंग यू कैन resize, you can do whatever you want, but you can't delete it, right? But if you put it like this, तो enhance जो है इसका इसका inheritance ऐसा ही होगा, इसका inheritance ऐसा
Uh,
ही होगा that it is on the resource group, तो बाकी सारे resource पे delete lock होगा सिर्फ. But I went ahead and put a read only lock specifically to a virtual machine, तो उस पे सिर्फ virtual machine होगा. I hope this is clear to everyone.
yes. I had a question.
Yes.
Um, Now, when it comes to the resource group, as you have mentioned, okay, you can add a log, okay,
Hmm.
but in practical environment, is it not that is a log used, or is it most more of the RBAC role which we were discussing earlier? Are they assigned a specific role for that specific task to be done or to not to be done? Give that permissions or not?
Okay. The first part of the question is good one. In actual environment, yes, you will see logs, many times you will see logs. Don't think कि हमेशा एक ही रिसोर्स ग्रुप में सब कुछ होगा. There will be chances जहां पर किसी एक specific application के लिए they will ask you to create a resource group. So you may see n number of resource group, thousands of resource group. So log, yes, you can use it. Next question. I told you guys already, RBAC और ये they are not competitors to each other.
Okay.
ये कॉम्पिटिटर्स नहीं है एक दूसरे के. RBAC it has to do with your access. Locks, it's for your accidental deletion. So that
Yeah,
question should
that
not even
makes
come to
sense.
your mind. Yes.
That makes sense. So lock is for making sure the accidental deletion or accidental turning off machines does not happen.
Hmm.
Got that logic. So I was just little confused के अगर कोई टास्क अगर रिसोर्स के लिए नहीं करना है या रिसोर्स को स्पेसिफिक परमिशंस के ग्रुप में डालना है तो
No,
उसके लिए
it's
तो
again, it's not permission. See, don't even use these words when it comes to locks. ठीक है, I can understand कि आपके mind में clear है. It is just the words you are not able to say clearly. Your
यस
interviewer
यस
will not be able to, even if he understand that, they will not give you this benefit of doubt.
आई अंडरस्टैंड
Lock
राइट
has nothing to do with permission. Lock is simply accidental deletion. So if I have a
फेयर
engineer,
इनफ
if I have an engineer जिससे मुझको रोज काम भी करवाना है, I will still put a lock and I'll tell him that you have to go and create something new in that resource group. So the first step would be go ahead and delete that lock, create a machine, put a lock again. Lock is only related to accidental deletion. So if someone is
गॉट
going
इट
deliberately and removing that lock, so I know कि ये
अंडरस्टैंड
accidental नहीं हुआ है. Someone has done it. So if
राइट
machine gets
सो
deleted
ओके
something, no one will be able to claim, sorry, that got deleted accidentally. If there is a lock, I know you have done it deliberately.
Right, right. So, okay, let me switch it the other way. So, I understood the lock part. So, lock
Hmm.
is clear. I'm talking about the resource group. So I'll say it this way. Restricting the access
Hmm.
on resource group,
Hmm.
right? If there's certain access that needs to be certain privilege that needs to be granted to a specific administrator,
Hmm.
right? So they would prefer adding it instead of adding a lock to a resource group, they would prefer adding that resource in a specific resource group so that that administrator or
No,
that
no,
admin
no,
user
no,
is not able to
no.
do
Again,
certain tasks.
no. Again, we are going on the wrong track. Go to your asking
Okay,
questions. I am encouraging all of you to ask because unless you ask, I won't be able to clear. Understand one thing, Salim, that I have hired you as an engineer, a cloud engineer. Okay,
fair.
it
Yes,
is your
yes.
job to delete the machines. So if I give you some custom role which doesn't allow you to delete the machine, are you useful to me?
No, that's
I've
pointless.
hired you to delete some machines.
Correct. It's
Yeah.
pointless.
So I
Correct.
have to give you the access, but then at the same time, I want to prevent the accidental deletion. So what theory you're talking about, yes, that is
Uh-huh.
achievable. I can create a role, a custom role, जहां पे मैं आपको सिर्फ
Uh-huh.
मशीन बनाने का एक्सेस दे दूं, डिलीट का ना दूं. But I haven't hired you just to create a machine. It is your part of job कि आपको machine delete भी करनी होती है.
Correct. Correct.
But what I
Correct.
want that accidental deletion ना हो. You should have access, but accidental deletion ना हो. Hence, I'm using locks. They're not contradicting with each other. They are not each other's supplement नहीं है वो, एक दूसरे का replaceable नहीं है वो.
I understood that.
Hmm.
समझा मुझे बस मुझे वही कंफ्यूजन था कि मैं सोचा कि अगर आप एक टास्क के लिए एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर को रख रहे हो
Hmm.
राइट तो आप उसको मतलब आप उसको एक स्पेसिफिक रिसोर्स ग्रुप में तो वैसे ही डालोगे क्योंकि योर सुपरवाइजर जो मेरा
Hmm.
सुपरवाइजर होगा या जो भी होगा हेड होगा सीनियर होगा
Hmm.
तो उनके माइंड में एग्जैक्टली पता है कि दिस गाय इज रेडी फॉर दिस टास्क
Hmm.
ऑब्वियसली मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि अगर कोई कंपनी में हम नया ज्वाइन करते हैं सो फर्स्ट कपल ऑफ मंथ्स इट टेक्स टाइम टू लाइक फॉर द मैनेजर या
Right.
सीनियर फॉर हिम टू गेन कॉन्फिडेंस कि भाई इस पे इतना ट्रस्ट कर सकते हैं कि ये ऐसी गलती नहीं करेगा
Hmm.
राइट सो देन ही स्टार्ट्स गिविंग द रोल्स एंड असाइनमेंट्स एज अ
Right.
टाइम
See,
पास
तब तक हो सकता है कि आपको रीड ओनली एक्सेस दे दूं मैं, देन यू जस्ट ऑब्जर्व. बट नाउ यू आर ऑनबोर्डेड, यू हैव टेकन अ ट्रेनिंग ऑफ 3 months. ठीक है. बाय द वे गाइस,
राइट
ऐसे
राइट
कोई ट्रेनिंग होती नहीं है. वी आर जस्ट डिस्कसिंग. 3 महीने की आपको ट्रेनिंग मिल गई with read-only access. Now I'm confident you can create it again. But my word was accidental deletion. It's a human error. I have asked you to delete 6, आपने गलती से 1/6 को delete कर दिया. Right? उसमें experience वगैरह का कोई लेना देना नहीं. It can be a typo error. As in, now I have that faith on my engineer that he knows what is delete. मैं रीड ओनली एक्सेस किसको दूंगा? जिस इंजीनियर पे मुझको ये भरोसा ही नहीं कि ही दिस गाय डजंट नो कि डिलीट का मतलब क्या होता है, क्रिएट का मतलब क्या होता है. उसको डेफिनेटली व्हाट विल आई डू? I will give read only access. Yeah, as of now, you just see, don't do anything. Now that engineer is mature, he is deleting machines, he is creating machines, उसका रोज का job है. But I have that fear कि यार मैं 6 delete करने बोल दूंगा, कोई 60 को delete कर देगा. I'm asking you to delete 006 आपने 060 डिलीट कर दिया गलती से, टाइपो एरर, राइट? दैट कैन हैपन. सो टू प्रिवेंट दैट वी हैव लॉक. गॉट इट गाइस? इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? इट इज नॉट इन पैरेलल विथ योर आर बैक, उसका रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं है ये, इट इज विथ दैट, उसके साथ एक अलग से फीचर है. इट इज नॉट टू अचीव द सेम थिंग. एक्सेस और परमिशन को अचीव नहीं कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Access and permission we are achieving using RBAC. It is not a parallel for access and a permission. It is a separate feature of lock. Yes, guys, any doubts, any questions? Yes, no, maybe others. Salim, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Got it.
What about others? Vishnu sir, what about you? Tushar, Sufyan, Salman, Robin, Raisa, Priyanka, Prajakta, Nagma,
No, all clear.
All clear.
Bashar, Aragya, is it clear to you?
Yes, everything is clear so far.
Yes, yeah.
Any doubt, guys? Slightest doubt, please don't hesitate. Like Salim was asking, those questions are welcome. I'm happy to explain because you have to explain, guys. Understand one thing, you have to explain this. You'll have to portray जैसा आपने काम किया है, right? तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि सिर्फ डेफिनेशन पता है और एक्चुअल में एनवायरनमेंट में कैसे लगता है, क्यों लगता है, ये होना नहीं चाहिए. वैसे लॉक्स पर इतना डिटेल में ग्रिल कोई नहीं करता है. वॉट एवर वी हैव एक्सपीरियंस, कोई नहीं करता है इतना. लॉक का बस एक डेफिनेशन पूछते हैं, रीड ओनली लॉक और ये, और हैव यू एवर यूज्ड इट. तो आप बोल सकते हो कि हाँ, देयर वाज अ प्रोजेक्ट, आई हैड टू डिलीवर 30 वर्चुअल मशीन्स. उसमें से पहले इनिशियल 5 कर दिए, क्लाइंट वाज हैप्पी विद इट. दे डिडंट हैव एनी चेंज, अपकमिंग चेंज इन 6 months, बट दे वर वरीड अबाउट एक्सीडेंटल डिलीशन और एक्सीडेंटल चेंजेस. सो आई सजेस्टेड लॉक फीचर एंड वी पुट अ रीड ओनली लॉक ऑन दैट. क्लाइंट वाज यूजिंग कंटिन्यूअसली. दैट्स इट. या फिर डिलीट का ये था तो डिलीट लॉक लगा दिया, बस इतना ही. और किस स्कोप पे लगाया वो आपको याद होना चाहिए. Yes, guys, any doubt? Bashar, were you asking something?
I didn't have a question, Swalbhai, but it's a theory, and I'm not sure if it is relevant now or maybe it makes sense later on when we progress, or it doesn't make sense at all. But just like you said, that we'll be using a lot of scripts and not the GUI,
Mm-hmm.
a lot many times in the real-time environment also. So we'll be learning that later on,
Hmm.
later part of the sessions. But I'm assuming that whenever we are going to delete a resource or a resource group or a machine for that matter,
Hmm.
we'll be doing it using a script. Yeah.
Hmm.
And if there is a log applied onto that particular scope,
Hmm.
whatever we are making changes to or maybe deleting,
Hmm.
we'll be adding some script initially to remove the log, and then the following script will delete the application or make the changes whatever it intended for.
Yes.
So out of habit, and this could be a very bad habit for the engineers, maybe, I'm not sure. They will have this script already into their templates of scripts that they have it handy at all times. और वो लॉक हटाने वाला स्क्रिप्ट ऑलरेडी बाय डिफॉल्ट उसमें डाल के रख देंगे, सो एक्सीडेंटल का भी एक्सीडेंटल ही हो जाने वाला है इन अ नटशेल.
No, it doesn't
आई
work
एम
like
नॉट.
that. I mean, you can't simply just have okay, यार, go and delete just lock. No, it doesn't work like that. You'll have to type a name. कौन सा लॉक डिलीट करना है, ये नाम आपको देना पड़ेगा ना. So if you're going there on the portal, you're picking up this lock name, then it's not at all accidental. Right? और
गॉट इट.
इतना
एंड
कोई
दिस
कोई अगर ट्रस्ट
लॉक
में,
नेम,
अगर इतना कोई क्लमजी इंजीनियर है तो नेक्स्ट डे एक्सपेक्ट योर टर्मिनेशन और वार्निंग लेटर. अगर
एंड
इतना
दिस
कोई
लॉक
क्लमजी है
नेम
कि किसी ने जाके यहाँ से ये भी कॉपी कर लिया एंड देन वर यू स्लीपिंग कि यार आपको डिलीट नहीं करना था, आपने लॉक क्यों हटा दिया. स्लाइट मार्जिन ऑफ एरर हियर एंड देयर एक्सेप्टेबल, उसमें भी वार्निंग लेटर मिल ही जाता है. मींस डिलीटिंग अ मशीन इट्स नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग. बैकअप
या
से रिकवर करने में ही उनको 5-6 घंटे लग जाते हैं एंड लॉस ऑफ बिजनेस बहुत बड़ी चीज है वो. राइट, यहाँ पर हमने ट्रेनिंग में बहुत कैजुअली डिस्कस कर लिया उसको. इट्स अ ह्यूज लॉस, बहुत ही बड़ी चीज है. डेटा वगैरह इतनी सारी चीज उस पर अटैच होती है, लाखों और करोड़ों का नुकसान हो जाता है क्लाइंट का. सो डिलीटिंग
और
मशीन
ये जो
इट्स नॉट.
लॉक का जो नाम है, लॉक नेम, दिस इज आल्सो वी कैन रिट्रीव यूजिंग स्क्रिप्ट, राइट? वी डोंट हैव टू कम टू दिस डैशबोर्ड एंड ऑल.
यस यस, बट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू दैट लेवल ऑफ स्क्रिप्टिंग. वो धीरे धीरे आप अपने आप सीखोगे. विल बी डूइंग द अप्रोच. मैं आप लोगों को एक अप्रोच बताऊंगा सर, हाउ टू क्रिएट अ मशीन, हाउ टू डिलीट अ मशीन. बट अगेन हमारा सारा प्रैक्टिस, वी आर गोइंग टू डू दैट ओनली वंस गाइस। सिर्फ एक बार हम वर्चुअल मशीन बनाएंगे विद स्क्रिप्ट और उसको डिलीट करेंगे विद स्क्रिप्ट। अदरवाइज इट्स हाईली रिकमेंडेड टू कंप्लीट ऑल ऑफ योर प्रैक्टिस यूजिंग GUI। Why? Because the moment you start creating resources using script, आपको ये सारे स्क्रीन ये सब कुछ याद नहीं रहेगा, ना समझ में आएगा। फॉरगेट याद रहना, आप देखोगे ही नहीं इसको कभी। राइट, सो आई वांट दिस टू बी फिक्स्ड इन योर माइंड। ये पोर्टल आपको अच्छे से याद हो जाना चाहिए। वंस यू आर थरो विद दिस इन योर ओन टाइम, देन ट्राई क्रिएटिंग वट एवर टास्क आई एम असाइनिंग टू यू GUI, तब आप उसको अपने आप में स्क्रिप्ट में करते रहो। इफ यू डोंट know how to do it, let me know, I'll give you the scripts, हम खुद लिख लेंगे script, that's not a big task. But in training throughout these 3-4 months, जितना भी हमारा remaining time है, we are going to spend on portal, because now the script which I ran, उसमें एक virtual ये भी बन गया। I think I already deleted that, right? उसमें एक VNet भी बन गया already. Now if you create a VNet using script, आपको लाइफ में कभी नहीं पता चलेगा कि वर्चुअल नेटवर्क में कितने ऑप्शंस हैं, एंड क्वेश्चंस जो है आपके हमेशा यहाँ से आते हैं। By the way, look at this. I don't see any machine for Mushtaq, but I see a virtual network, which means Mushtaq has deleted the virtual machine directly, but it is still here. So I was saying that if you try preparing everything using script, you will never come to know about these options. ये सब जो दिखता है यहाँ पर, you will never come to know about these options. So never ever go ahead with script in training. We'll always go ahead and use GUI. Okay, look at this. Mushtaq has deleted his machine, but public IP is still there. Network security group is still there. VNet is still there and Nick is still there. These three things I'm still okay with because इस पे कोई quota नहीं है. But public IP, now if you have a quota of 5 people, I have used one, right? I have used one, and 2 more machines are there. But this is unnecessary lying, and no one is using that. Next person will not be able to uh, create it. I'm going to put a policy, guys, which will delete everything within 24 hours. Whatever you create, it will be deleted within 24 hours, no matter you're working on that, whatever is this, right? So it will get deleted everything. So please make sure that you, whenever you have time, full time, don't just take 5 minutes and create in chunks. Get complete an hour or so, complete your practical, share it in the group. I will check and delete it. Or if I check and ask you to delete it, feel free to delete it. Otherwise, this will keep happening. So we have only 30 seconds left, guys, in this session. Let's close this. We'll take a break of 5 minutes. I'm still working on my account. For 4 minutes, we'll join at 12:30 and we'll start with Azure Virtual Machine Scale Set, right? Or Availability Zone, whichever is fine. Depends if my account is working, we can go ahead with VMSS. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and start using Availability Zone. We'll cover Azure Virtual Machine Availability Zone. So see you in 4 minutes, 12:30.